This is Braden Rivers, and you're listening to the iBall podcast on iBallRadio.com.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
What up, and welcome to another episode of the iBall podcast. I'm your host, Derek Williams, also known as D-Will, the coach, and I'm here with my co-host, my big brother, Brian Williams, a.k.a. Coach Chill Will. What up, Chill?
What's good? Everybody good?
Yes, sir. Another day, another dollar inside the iBall Radio Studios. Right here in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yes, sir.
Chill Will.
Man,
they don't know about us. They don't know about us, man. Like, we tell y'all all the time, man. We preach to y'all all the time about our nonprofit organization, Guard Your Man. And we're just here to tell y'all something, man. Y'all might not see it, but the work is being done.
no doubt.
The work is being done to change the lives of some young men right here in the city of Montgomery.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
It's so beautiful. I think of something, man, when we were just sitting in the room.
Right.
And, you know, you pray for change.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times in change, there's disruption.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So the disruption can be a distraction.
Yeah.
But we haven't allowed that to happen. We found opportunity in the disruption.
Yeah, man. Somebody who's able to weather the storm during adversity, that's the definition of a man.
So implement change, bro.
Come on, man. We changing the game on y'all, man.
Hey, listen, I'm talking about changing the game.
Changing the game, man. And like I say, man, we just said the city of Montgomery, man. We coming to the whole state, man.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Coming to the whole state, man. We got y'all too. We listen. We hook y'all up on the basketball tip each and every week right here on the podcast. Hey, listen. I be giving y'all the game on college football, NFL football, if you don't tap in the open court with Derek Williams. But here's the thing about it, man. Yeah, we giving y'all that. But if y'all saw what we did every day, man, the footwork, boots on the ground, hands in the dirt, like putting it in because we want to inflict change. Understand that. The podcast is inflicting change where it inflicts change. But we're trying to make change on the young men that we come in contact with. And we understand we can't save them all. But if we can save as many as we possibly can, we'll be good.
Man, go on, give me your coat, man. If you can change one.
Oh, if I can change one, man.
One can change. Two can change.
Four.
There we go, man.
Four can change six, man.
Yeah,
and it goes
bro.
on and on and
no
on,
doubt.
man. So, yeah, man, that's what we out here to do, man. So, like we say all the time, man, tap into our nonprofit organization, Guard Your Man. Y'all see it on the shirts right here, baby. GYM, that's guardyourman.org. And, of course, go to our Instagram page at Guard Your Man. And please, please, please go subscribe to our iBall Radio YouTube page. We see y'all going to watch the video.
Man, hit that like, hit that subscribe.
Come on, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. And listen, do me one more favor.
Run these numbers up.
Hit share.
Hit share.
Hit share, man. Let somebody else know. Don't keep all this information to yourself, man.
I was just about to say, man, don't be selfish with the information.
Yeah, don't be selfish with it, man. Like, go share. Go share, man, because, like I say, we doing it big. And y'all seeing us right here on YouTube and StreamYard. But Chill Will, we got an interesting conversation for him today, right? And this conversation is going to start one place, and it's all peachy clean.
Yeah.
And then we're going to end out somewhere that you might want to put your earplugs in, right?
Yeah.
I can't even play what we're going to talk about because of it, but I wish I could, right? Because it needs to be said and heard. However, it's different ways to approach things, nowadays. So it's all good, though. However, we got something good we're going to talk to y'all about, man, because with what we have going on, and this ties into Guard Your Man a lot, what we have going on, man, we give y'all the game on this basketball tip, but we here to tell you, bro, you about ain't going pro. We tell y'all every day, you about ain't even going to college. like for
Right.
you to get a college scholarship, it's going to be tough. It's
Because
going to be hard.
it's so different than it was. So, true story.
Right. It's going to be hard. So, to get pro,
Yeah.
shh, go to sleep. I'm just going to tell you, go to sleep and wake up because you're dreaming.
That's different.
It's different, man. It's different levels to that. So we're here to tell you, find you something. Find you an alternative. Now, Chill Will's going to give you his spiel on the plans, right? But I'm here to tell you, find you another interest also. Be able to be multifaceted.
Yeah, that's great. That's the word I was going to use.
Be multifaceted. Don't be, and I'm not talking about playing multiple sports. I know we've had the multiple sport conversation here over the last several weeks, but that's not the conversation I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about being multifaceted in who you are.
Right.
Dignity, character, respect.
Right.
Right? Put those into you, and those come out of something else. Because, see, Chill Will.
Because
Just, first of all, I'm going to say this. I'm proud of you because of how you maneuver and the work that you put in, right? The work that you put in is evident. It's seen. And y'all ever know when you do something and you're able to see the success right in front of you? We had that moment today. Right? And that is a moment that in what we do, you live for.
Yeah, boy.
You live for that unexpected moment. Or like I got a text message last week from Wiley Hayes, right? And I coached him back in 2010, 11, right? He's married, family, job, doctor, all this type stuff. And he just randomly texts me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, those are the moments that you actually live for. I love to see y'all make a three-pointer. I love to see y'all dunk on somebody. I love to see your highlight tape. But when I see you able to do something outside of what it is that I know for you to be doing, oh, man, come
on. Hopefully they locked into what you're saying.
Right.
And he's not saying invest in a plan B.
There it is.
Because you know how us athletes are now.
You know how, and you especially know how we roll on iBall podcast.
The plan is the only plan.
That's the only plan. There is no plan B.
The plan is the only plan. But what we're talking about is be a well-rounded individual to where you can walk in several rooms,
right,
and take full advantage of all the opportunities.
Facts.
And what we talk about, let's just put it like this: like college basketball will get you to college,
right?
But that also affords you a free education.
Facts.
Just because you're playing college basketball doesn't mean I'm going to not get the free education.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Play college basketball and get the free education.
Because that's what you're going to need it.
Yeah.
Because I just told you, bro, you ain't going pro.
And, man, it allows you to keep pushing forward.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It allows you to connect with people on another level to keep pushing forward because we don't call them losses. We call them lessons.
Yeah.
But like you say, everybody's just not going to go pro in the sport.
Everybody's not going to be able to lace them up.
It's not going to happen.
I would love to have laced them up and played an NBA game.
Yeah.
Please believe me.
It's just not going to happen.
I would have loved to wake up on the first and had an NBA direct deposit.
Right.
I would have loved to wake up on the 15th and have an NBA direct deposit.
Right.
That would have been awesome, right? That was my dream. However, I went pro in something else.
And you still get that direct deposit.
I'm still getting a direct deposit.
You understand what I'm saying?
Feel me?
So
Direct deposit still
you
hit.
can parlay the game into the direct deposit on another level.
Yeah, you had the air quote.
On another level.
Need the CTC, baby.
Hey, man.
CTC. But yeah, so.
Because we saw it. We like you said, we had that moment today where this young man was able to be fortunate enough to get to the college level. Mm-hmm. But you got to understand this. He accepted his level.
Right.
He didn't run around expecting, hey, I'm not even going to take this because I only see myself doing this.
Never.
It was NAIA.
Right. Belhaven
University.
Yep.
I accepted my level, and then I've parlayed what I've taken from the game, and I use it every day in life.
I'm sitting in here with the sport coat on.
You feel me? Looking real presidential.
Looking
crispy.
Real crispy and presidential.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Right? And that's what it's all about. Because if me and you would have never thought of something else, right? Like we had opportunities to do other things, but it led us to where we are now, right? we've been led to where we are now. So if we never would have been aware during our days, and I'm here to tell you, I wasn't as aware as I should have been, right? We had this conversation all the time about how my brother told me in 2003, my older brother, Chess, Tommy Jr., what up? No, he told me in 2003, hey, you need to go do this. I was like, man, I can't go do that. Here it is, 2023, 20 years later. Guess what I'm sitting down doing? Exactly what he told me to go do.
The thing was, you put it into perspective earlier.
Right.
You've been doing this through all of your life experiences.
Right.
You're now able to put a name on it and execute it even more.
Facts.
But you've been doing it.
Right.
There was a level of all of the things that you've been doing along the way to bring it to this point where the Picasso is starting to be a finished painting. Now you're about to get to the next one. Because this one has been painted out.
Mona Lisa's already
You
up.
feel what I'm saying?
Feel me?
So you're headed to the next thing now, because without the journey, we wouldn't be sitting here today.
Yeah, we wouldn't be.
So even if bro
wouldn't have
told
this-
you to do that 20 years ago,
Right.
we still wouldn't be sitting here today, because it's a lot that you do with this thing that was just learned through trial and error.
All.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, all.
So it allows you to, when I'm talking to the next person, hey man, find you something.
Find you something.
Find you something.
Because it's going to be beneficial towards you.
Yes.
Right? Like,
But being able to learn, being able to write, being able to sit down and be patient enough to study,
right.
that's got you doing all of these things that you're doing now.
Facts. And that's why we're doing with Guard Your Man what we're doing, because why not give them that interest?
Yes.
Hey, man, you might have interest to do exactly what we're sitting here doing right now.
Yeah.
You might be really good at it.
Because I'm going to tell y'all.
Okay, tell him.
I'm going to point to the camera.
He looking in the, I'm going to look up there too.
I had no idea. What?
None.
Sitting on the mic doing this?
None.
Come on, bro.
He was not with it.
Bro.
Listen, is it the first? I think, yes, the first ever episode of the iBall podcast.
Yeah.
On February 29th, 2020, with Derek Williams and Jamaica Harris.
Okay.
We had my boy Deshaun Tate,
Okay.
who was on 92.9 The Game at the time in Atlanta, and he's my college basketball go-to. That's my guy.
Okay.
Right? And we every year, whenever Michigan State and Alabama play, we always, we got saying what the Cash App look
I
like.
got you.
Feel me?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
he was on there, and then it was also Sidney Lanier head coach Brian Williams.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand, y'all. He was on the first episode.
Right. That's crazy.
And then we started a segment, 15 minutes with Chill Will.
Bro.
And then I was like, hey, you need to come into the studio.
Right.
And then it just grew and grew and grew.
No idea.
No idea. And here we are today.
And here we are, bro.
Come on, man.
And I gotta say, it all comes from what we learned as players.
Right.
Once you get into it and you do find a passion for what it is, now I'm gonna work at it harder.
Put some work in.
I'm gonna do it every day.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Get
saying?
my shots up.
I'm gonna get my shots up.
I'm gonna get my shots up,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Dribulations, man. Listen,
Yeah.
that's why we're here, man. We getting our shots up. That's why
Yeah.
we come on this mic each and every week to give y'all the game. And man, we do it more than just this once a week, because we got the player circle, we got the coach's corner. Man, we got so much coming up for y'all, right? And it's
man,
just period.
We so much into the trenches of this thing. It's like we telling you guys, man. Be a well-rounded individual as you're moving through life.
Right.
On your path.
On your path.
Pick some stuff up along the way.
Right. Right. Don't drop. Every time somebody try to give you something, don't pass it off.
Right.
Or don't drop it.
Right.
like,
Pick some stuff up.
Listen, somebody might give you a book to read. You might not be a person that avidly reads.
I wasn't, and I got books that I read. I got a little library that I'm building now.
Come on, man.
I
So
wasn't a reader.
exactly. So like, just don't poo-poo it.
Right, man.
Go ahead. Listen, try it. You might read that book. That book might intrigue you. You might read that book and be like, man, I'll never read another book in my life. This is horrible.
You know what? I guess the thing is, let the game be what you do, not who you are.
That's all we're saying. That's actually the title of the podcast. Right there.
Let the game be what you do.
Yep.
Don't let it be who you are.
When you be able to walk in the room, they can be like, oh, that's so-and-so, the basketball player. But what is he here for?
Right.
You hear me?
You're so much more than that.
I'm so much more than that.
It makes a lot of sense when LeBron comes with more than an athlete, as we're saying it now. Like,
of course. Be that.
true story.
True story. Like,
True story.
be that. Because unfortunately, people, your body gonna break down.
At some point.
At some point, you gonna stop being able to do what it is that you love to do. You gonna have to. You might be a competitor. You gonna have to be Michael Jordan. Go take up golf.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's really gonna shut down on you. So who are you after that? Like you heard me say that earlier. DCR, man. Yeah. Dignity, character, respect. You got to be an everyday guy everywhere. Man. When that light comes on, are you the same person in the dark, in the light that you are in the dark?
Hey, man, you got to be. You go to Walmart now, you self-checkout.
Come on, man.
You're going to scan everything. You're just going to throw something in the bag.
Come on, man. Are you going to scan everything? You going to throw something in the bag?
Hey, man.
Come on, man. So, like, yeah, there it is, man. Like, you got to be an everyday guy everywhere, right? And then respect, man. Be respectful, right? Show respect.
We need to get back to that.
Yes, the respect has been lost, man.
Man, that's really where. And listen, we talk about the youth all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're grown, there's a sense of responsibility that comes with you wanting and needing to be respectful because now you're grown,
right?
And you feel like nobody can say anything to you. But at that point, you're supposed to be mature enough to say, you know what? Let me be respectful in this moment.
Right. Right.
That's maturity, bro.
Like and respect is just due regard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Due regard, man. Be mindful of everybody else. Just don't walk through life in your own little bubble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't walk. It's the feelings, the wishes, the rights, all of that. Traditions of somebody else, man. Like, put that in your head. Like, when I'm moving throughout this world, bro, and I meet somebody or I see somebody or if I'm in a certain area, my guard ain't down.
Right.
And if I see you and I don't know you, I'm going to show you the utmost respect. I'm going to hold the door for you. I'm going to say, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Right? I don't care if you're younger than me. That's how it's going to go down. Like, be that person. If you can be that person in the dark, bro, and then when the lights come on, they still saying the same thing about you, bro, you good.
DCR, man.
DCR, man. Like, and here's the thing about it, bro. Because some of y'all are really good basketball players. Like, really good basketball players. And you have the opportunity to play the game of basketball for a while, right? You can play it for a very long time, right? Whether that be getting paid to do it or some of y'all might turn into content creators. Like I got Blue Bennett. Right, Blue was from Demopolis, played high school basketball. We scouted him. He went and played a little small time college. Now he gonna ball his life doing this thing. Right, Blue was bouncy. Right, and that's might be your trick. However, if that's your trick, guess what you gotta now be? You gotta be a personality.
Yeah.
Right, you gotta be personable.
Yeah.
People gotta like you.
Right.
And even if people hate you, they like you. Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they hate you, but they go hit that like button.
All the time.
They tapping that like button.
Or they always searching for your content.
Come on, man. They're watching your content.
Yeah.
You winning.
Yeah.
Right? But that's being a personable person. So you have to come to grips with, hey, I'm not hooping forever, but I'm not going with a plan B. This is who I am.
Right.
Your character means everything, young fellas.
Right.
Your character means everything. Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? And you cannot be known as just a basketball player.
That's not what you want to be known as.
What'd you tell him again? Did you remember your quote that I said? Because I forgot it. I'm gonna have to go back.
What quote you talking about, bro?
One I said I'm gonna name.
Oh yeah. Let basketball be what you do, not who you are.
What you do now? Man.
But because you got to understand, if you do it at a high level, people are gonna know you for that.
Right. When you walk in a room, that's who they're gonna say.
They're gonna get you in the room for that.
Yeah.
But that's your opportunity to show them that I'm so much more than that.
I'm so much more than that.
And I can really be of influence to the next generation.
I can be of help.
Yes.
I could be and keyword service.
Because people need it.
Yes,
That's
man.
that's what's needed. That's why coaches are so important.
Yes, that's why mentors are so important.
mentors are so important.
Right.
That's why people listen to their preachers and all of the other things.
And I was, you know what, Brian? Right, like we run a mentorship program physically, like with touch ability. But we sitting on this mic this is a mentorship program we put on this mic every week. The game that we give y'all, that's what I meant to hit.
You got it. You found it.
I found it. I knew it was one of these buttons. It's a lot of buttons on here, y'all. But the game that we give is mentoring you through your process, right? It is helping. I almost spit the Guard Your Man mission statement.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's mentoring you through your path on and off the court. Because we understand you gotta get off the court sometimes.
But I mean, bro, I know we went back and forth with this, and man, that's why it's healthy to have good relationships with the people that come into your life and people you work with, and just period.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, we're all right in our thought process.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to be able to pull from somebody else's thought process because they right too.
Yeah, to them.
Even if they wrong, they right.
They still right.
So as you're talking about this, I think about, like you said, the mission, man. We went back and forth about finding your passion. And the more I think about it, that's exactly what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? At first I was like, nah, you can't really help them.
Yep.
That was me.
That was you.
But then as I think about the position we're putting them in, you're instilling the things in them to help them find their passion.
To help them find it. Whatever it is that you have interest in. Like, we know your interest is basketball.
We know this.
I know this. Like, I
We
watch
do
you.
this.
We do this. I watch you. I know that's what you love to do. I know that's your passion.
That was us.
That was us.
We still here talking about it.
Today.
But
we can sit here and talk to you about it. That became our passion. Right? Right? It wasn't shooting jumpers. Right? It wasn't doing that no more. It was that. So if you can sit down and have a conversation with somebody. Hold on. I got to add this in it. Healthy conversation with somebody.
Healthy.
I'm not talking about the BS.
Yeah.
It's a lot of y'all being caught up.
A lot of that.
Hey, listen, there's a lot of y'all need to stay off Shade Room, Media Takeout,
Too much
Say
of that.
Cheese. Y'all need to stay off that.
Yeah.
Like, stop watching Vlad's.
That's destruction.
Some of it's good.
Yeah.
Most of it is that boo-boo.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so a lot of y'all need to have some more healthier conversations about what it is that you like. Like, some of y'all like gaming. You play the video game. Talk about the dang on video game. Right? Hey, listen, I'm going to start using the word too, and I stole it from Dion, and it trips me out every time you say it. Darn. I'm start saying darn. All right?
That's your new word?
It's my new word, darn. Yeah.
I knew which one you were talking about.
You knew because
I knew where you were going.
Dion loves that word.
Yeah.
Darn. Right? Do something else. Darn. I can't even use it right. But I'm gonna figure it out though. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, find you something to talk about, right? That's healthy outside of the game, and surround yourself with like-minded people.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell y'all, your only friends shouldn't be your guys you go to the gym with.
True story. We had a conversation last night about hunting
We had a conversation last night about hunting.
in Baumhaus.
In Baumhaus. Hunting. Right? And he
Right.
asked me what we shoot.
Right.
I'm blowing heads off.
Right.
Like, I don't hunt to
Right.
bring it home. I'm
Right.
hunting to obliterate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he was like, yeah, I'm shooting small caliber now, boy, AR-12.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, explosions.
Right.
So, but the thing about it is, have you somebody that does something outside of what it is that you're passionate for, right? Like, I had homeboys that did not hoop. But here's the thing. My homeboys that didn't hoop, they wasn't on the BS.
Trying to pull you in another direction.
Exactly.
Right.
Right? They were on what I was on.
Right.
You feel me? Like, it's just when I went to the gym to hoop, they might have came up in there and sat in the stands.
Yeah. And at some point, all of you did play, like you said, people's lives go in other directions.
Right.
And you took it further than them.
Right.
But y'all was still
Locked in.
Locked in.
Right? Because they had something for me that I could be interested in.
Right. Outside of the game.
Outside of the game.
Yeah.
That was healthy.
Healthy. Yes, sir.
Like I was able to have healthy conversations outside of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of y'all need to find, because a lot of times I talk to these guys all the time. And some of y'all conversations just be short to me. Right? Like, and I'm not talking about voice and diction right now. I'm talking about your conversation. It ain't healthy. Right? I'm gonna just put my guy there. When I talk to Bryce Dawson, come on, bro. That kid gets it. He's able to have, listen, Rashard Bryant, same way. You know what I mean? Like, it's guys, Ben Sims. It's guys that I can talk to, that I can, Caleb Holt. Me and Caleb Holt had a conversation through text the other day, had absolutely nothing to do with basketball. Right? And it was organic. It wasn't like I was hitting him up on some fly, he was hitting me up on some, nah, it was just, nothing to do with basketball.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Those are the guys that are able to make it because they're able to spread their wings. Those are the guys who going to get NIL deals. You feel me? They're going to be marketable because they can have other conversations because they have other interests outside of their passion.
Right.
Man, listen, we're human beings and we're complex human beings, y'all. We're complex species. You're able to focus on more than one thing at a time.
You are.
I'm just here to tell y'all.
Like you say, I think the biggest part of it is the word you use, healthy, man.
Right.
You know, whatever it is you're getting involved with, make sure it's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's taking you in a direction that you would want to go in and bring somebody else in with you, and you don't feel you need to hide or you know, try to get over
Right.
to do what it is you're doing.
Dig.
So I think that's the biggest part of it when you start talking about doing something outside of your passion.
Doing something
It
outside.
needs to be healthy.
Gotta be healthy, y'all. Just make it healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, some of y'all be love struck.
But it's tough, man, because this generation, I talked about this, and listen, and when I say this generation, I don't want to get it misconstrued because it's grown people getting caught up too.
Yeah.
Like it's everybody's getting caught up, but
Every day.
But social media has created an avenue where, man, you don't have to have a lot of integrity,
Dignity.
to get on. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then there's the money aspect. Just because somebody has more money than you doesn't mean that's the person you need to be listening to. And that's kind of the picture that's being painted. If I got the cake,
Listen, I'm the one you should be listening to
Yeah.
because I got money.
Yeah.
And listen, that happens a lot of times in some of the areas that we going in when it's hey, guys in the neighborhood look up to who? You feel me?
But listen, sometimes guys are victim of their circumstance because we knew those guys and they were good guys.
And here's okay.
They
all right.
were good guys, bro.
Listen, serious business right now, right? You can have guys that do
On the
suspect things,
Yes, sir.
but they're good people.
Yes.
Because me and you talk about it all the time, man. We grew up in South Lawn, the west side of Montgomery, y'all. Ira Lane. And in the mid to late 80s. And if anybody knows anything about that time, that's the crack epidemic. Everything was going on outside of our door.
Go outside to get influence.
Here's the other thing about it, y'all. Can I tell them my story real quick?
Tell
Real quick. All right, man. B is 4 years older than me, right? So he was born in 76. I was born in 80. Our oldest brother was born in 71, right? So we grew up in South Lawn. In 1987, I was 7, Brian was 11, older brother was 16. Our mom passed. Now, our dad worked for the railroad. He was gone minimum 4 days a week. So you got to understand, it's a 7, 11, and 16-year-old at the house by themselves, minimum 4 days a week on the west side of Montgomery in South Lawn.
Yes, sir.
Everything's going on. Listen, I jumped off the porch at 7, y'all.
Yeah.
Literally, right? Like literally. But however, due to a strong father in the household and strong mentors that were coaches that looked out, we were able to make it through that situation. Like, I'm going to give y'all a quick one. Man, me and this dude is here on this microphone. I was 9, he was 13. we were at home by ourselves majority of every day.
By ourselves.
Nobody, no adult supervision. He's 13, I'm 9. Y'all want to know something? We lived in South Lawn. I went to Danley, which was on the south side of the town, all the way on the other side of town in Montgomery, right? And this is back then before Montgomery was built up, so it was a really long ride.
Right.
It seemed like forever to get there.
Right.
You went to Cloverdale, which is in Bel Air, over there by Alabama State.
Right. In the opposite direction
In the opposite direction. We had to pass there to get to where I was going.
Right. And then come back.
And then come back.
Yeah.
He was 13, I was 9. He was driving to school.
Yes.
A big white Cadillac.
Yeah.
We would wake up in the morning, cook ourselves breakfast, get ourselves ready for school, go to school. I would go to football practice. He would go to football practice. I would go get dropped off at my grandma's house. House was right by Cloverdale, across the street from on 816 Terrace Avenue, right across from the Acadome of Alabama State. He would come pick me up. We would drive back to South Lawn that night. Every night. Now listen.
That's how it went down.
And we could have been doing anything.
Anything. Because everything was going down.
Everything was going down outside.
Yeah.
Right? And we were able to keep it in the road.
Yeah.
So I said all of that to say, no matter your circumstances, if you have strong mentors in your life, you have a passion for something, and then you're able to go outside and have healthy conversations.
Yeah.
Like them dope boys on our street, boy, they wasn't letting it go down.
They wasn't.
I dare you. It wasn't, hey, man, take this around the corner for me.
Yeah.
It was, I dare you.
Yeah. This not for y'all.
This ain't for you.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because
good guys, man.
Good guys. Like, and a lot of times nowadays, you see those same mentors from that area of or that side of the track. They putting it in their hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If we would have been outside at that time, smoking a blunt, and one of them rolled by,
yeah.
Oh my God,
it wouldn't have worked. But see, that's why I'm saying you're catching the athlete now that is getting caught in the situation
because he's Kevin Durant.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
and I want to clarify that Kevin Durant, which we had a couple episodes ago, where he got caught smoking weed in public.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's like the athlete now is no longer protected by his circle. You understand what I'm saying?
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, you're out front, but it's almost like your circle saying, "Look how regular he is."
Right.
Your circle's not. You're not supposed to be regular in your circle.
No.
I'm the guy.
I'm the guy.
I'm the guy that can lift everybody else up. So we got to make sure that we put a circle around the guy and make sure he's moving in the right direction, because none of us has actually gotten to where we're supposed to go.
Where you want to go.
So we all got to make sure we're doing something to get where we going, but we can't let our face card get caught up in situations, and the face card right now is getting caught up in too many places.
Because think about this, Chill. A lot of these guys that we talk about each and every week on this microphone, they're considered the guys, right? And if you're in a circle where you're the guy and you have somebody influencing you to do something outside of what is going to help y'all make it, you need to separate yourself from that person
quickly,
right? If it's somebody out there that know you don't smoke or drink, and they constantly put you in areas where they're smoking and drinking, or they're constantly smoking and drinking around you, or they're constantly trying to bait you to smoke and drink, like, if that's your guy and that's how they doing you, it's not your guy, bro. It's not your guy, right? Like, on your way up, somebody's gonna fall off.
And that's just a sad reality.
Sad. It's not that you changed up or they changed up. Y'all just went heading in the same direction.
That's what it is.
It's period.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? I got plenty partners. Like, man, just the other day I told you about, we on FaceTime.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down chilling with my partner, Rick Starr, and we sitting down chopping it up, and we telling stories, and then all of a sudden his Facebook ring, and it's a Facebook Messenger video call.
One of y'all guys.
One of our guys been in prison 23 years. He been in 23.
But man, it's cool that he can reach out and talk, because the relationship was built through youth sports.
Come on, man.
And that's what we talking about, man. In a lot of these areas, the youth sports programs are I'm gonna say dying, and they're dying because people are starting to see youth sports as a money grab, and because it's become a money grab, it's getting diluted of the kids really getting the help that they need to be steered in the right direction. Somebody's trying to pad their pockets. So the ones who are out here moving, we need to make sure that we keep some dignity in this thing, keep some character in this thing, keep some respect in this thing, and stay focused on what the goal is at hand, and that's to help these young men get to the next level.
Right.
Not rob their parents of an opportunity
to feed them.
Right.
To feed them.
Trying to play sports. Because sports teaches so many lessons.
And the thing is, a lot of sports have been defunded.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they've defunded middle school sports here in the city of Montgomery.
And you've seen the effects of that.
Come on, man. You see it.
Because there's so many kids that would typically be at a basketball, football, baseball practice because things were funded that, hey, I got 2 brothers. Mom, dad can't get spirit packs for everybody, so instead of me coming to practice after school, I'm going to the block. And something's going to influence you.
Something's going to influence you, bro. Listen, it's going to be tough to stand on the block every day and say no. You're not going to be able to say no standing on the block every day.
It's going to be tough, bro.
It's going to be tough. So you better find you something that you interest yourself in, man. Right? But all that ties into a video that we saw. And that video was of a football coach in Florida ripping one of his players a new one.
Yeah.
I mean, he ripped him a new one. And watching that clip, there we go. I forgot to change which kind we didn't do a commercial either, but we're going to just keep it moving. But here's the thing. He was ripping his player a new one. And through the clip that we saw, we didn't know the backstory. Now, once we figured out the backstory, kind of like, okay, I get it, kind of. Because the way we came up, and we had this conversation a few weeks back, of if you can coach today's athlete the same way you coached them back in the day. That was prime example you can.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. I told you, it's some high school and college coaches where, oh boy, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're a sensitive parent, you don't want to go into those practices.
But the difference is, and you just made me think of something when you said that, that's been happening behind the scenes. But what happened was the video was recorded. So now the kid that would have been able to have that experience and grow from it, he is now influenced by the negative dinner table talk, comments, that's co-signing his side to be soft.
Right. And I don't even think that the kid has an issue with it.
No, the kid doesn't.
I don't think any of those snitching teammates have a problem with it. Right? However, our society now is all about going viral. So now you're developing a problem with it because everybody's telling you you should have a problem with it. When it's really not like that. Because the backstory of it is the kid was allegedly involved in gang activity. His coach challenged him, right? To, oh, you want to be, you hear him say it. He starts it off, oh, you want to be a gangster? Well, fire off on me. Fire off on me. And then he called him some very choice words. Some choice words that very offensive. However, that got his point across. Because if you think those choice words coming from his mentor were harsh, well, imagine what will happen if he goes and participates in the gang activity. Imagine how hard that will be, right? You imagine that conversation. Because if you think that was tough, what you think gonna happen when somebody pull that stick out on somebody?
Yeah. I think I shared some on my well I didn't. I don't think. I shared some on my IG where Plies was saying,
Okay. Oh God.
hey man, Plies
He
be
spits.
around the game.
He
But he
spits.
hit one and he was like, if God puts you in a situation to be prosperous and gives you blessings,
Mm-hmm.
the last thing you should be out there doing is trying to convince people of who you used to be. And if it matters that much, if that back there matters that much to you, well, just give all the blessings away. Let God give it to somebody else.
If your past means that much to you, go be that.
Go be that. If it mean that much to you, go be that. Just give all the blessings away, though.
I bet some of y'all won't do that.
Hey, boy.
I bet y'all won't do that.
But we fight to come up out of the situations that we're in to be successful and prosperous. And then it's like when we get in that space, you're fighting to be who you were when you had nothing.
Or who you saw someone else to be.
Right.
Because half of y'all ain't like that, no way.
Right.
Y'all ain't cut from them clothes. Like I said, we jumped out the porch early.
So why
Y'all
would
ain't
you
cut
even
from them
fight
clothes.
to do that?
Why you want to be there? Listen, if y'all want me to tell y'all some stories, I'll tell you some stories. Yeah. But here's the thing. We don't care nothing about being like that. You feel me?
0%.
Like 0%. Because nothing is down there but despair. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's despair. So why would you want to be involved in that once you have started to accumulate blessings?
That's what I'm saying. So like everyone needs to understand on their way when the things start to happen with you. Like that's why I get mad with the guys with these NBA guys with these podcasts now, and they're going back telling all of the stories of things that they did behind the scenes that nobody would ever know.
All right.
And they're glorifying that instead of just telling the story of me being the NBA champion. I make millions of dollars. I go to parties with Diddy. But you want to talk about I'm on the block pulling out straps. Come on, man. Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
All right, man.
But listen, but then you want to go on your story and show your house on the golf course. You understand what I'm saying? So what is it? You don't really want me to come up and be on the golf course. You want me to buy into the foolery to keep me down or to get me locked up, jammed up. You don't really want me to come out of this situation because you out of this situation.
Right. Far.
You should be telling me how to get out.
All right. I'm going to go and call some people out real quick. Let me clear my throat real quick. Well, who he's talking about, y'all, is Gilbert Arenas. Gil has made Brian very mad over the last couple of weeks. Ever since he told the story of him assisting his ball boy to commit fraud.
Bro, and you think you cool for doing that?
Right. Like, was that supposed to be a funny story? Like, what was the benefit of that
Bro,
story? And I understand. Hey, listen, Gil's stick is different.
Man, I don't care what it is.
Come on, talk.
There's a code to being a man,
right?
And coming through some of the things we come through,
right?
They just don't see the light of day,
right?
Period.
You don't talk some things you
just
don't
told on your man committing fraud,
right? He can get arrested. I don't care if the statue is up.
You just told that,
and you just assisted him, right? But what was your plan in telling that story? Was it supposed to be funny? Like, was it supposed to be? Oh, I you know what I'm saying?
Man, Steven Jackson makes me sick too. Because he want to go on here and talk about don't nobody bust guns like me and AI.
Speaking of him, listen.
Bro, AI is the NBA scoring champ.
Right.
That's what I know AI, one of the coolest, most influential hoopers of our generation.
Probably the most influential player in the NBA.
That's what I know AI for. And I know you for playing with the San Antonio Spurs winning championships. That's what I know you for.
Or y'all got cut together at the Sixers.
Yeah, we were on the Sixers. And I told a story of you in the back of the bus when you say you went in that day, one knew what it was, then come back. Those are the stories that you need to be telling on your platform.
That's a story
for the young fellas that are trying to get in the space that you in. Right. Not that you out here busting guns.
Not that you bust your gun at the club when you was with the Pacers.
Listen, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
At all. And the crazy part about it is we had a run-in with Steven Jackson on this past week.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you watching, my boy. Salute.
Indeed.
But he made a comment And he put it up as if it was a joke. So I don't know, buddy.
Right.
From can of paint, right? Listen, we played him in, only thing I know about Steven Jackson, we played Oak Hill Academy in 1996 at the King Cotton in Arkansas, right? He played for Oak Hill. We were at Jeff Davis. We played them. Outside of that, that's it. Then the story you told me when y'all got cut together at the Sixers.
Yeah.
Then
So our paths have crossed
several times.
Right.
Right. And we know you from winning a championship.
Right.
So he put it up as a joke, as I took it, and it's social media, right?
It's social media.
So I put up a joke back.
Right.
I wasn't really cracking on Buddy. I was just saying, he said he's smarter because he read something.
Right.
Go give me something to read. I might be smarter.
Right.
Right? Like that.
Right.
And then he decided to try and say he want to compare his podcast to mine. Bro, you got Showtime. Tell Showtime to come up in the iBall podcast studios. Come up in the iBall radio studios right now. Bring Showtime in here. Bring HBO in here. And see how we go dumb on y'all.
But see, this is what I'm telling you.
We going dumb and we ain't even got them.
That's what I'm saying. But you're talking about the podcast that we really out the mud with.
Right.
That the hood or the block or any person watching
right
can
benefit
relate
from,
to
yes.
and benefit from.
Right.
Without the major label.
Without the major label.
And we're pushing anybody can do this and come up on this platform.
Mm-hmm.
You have the platform where you have the major label behind you, but you're talking about
the mud.
The mud,
yeah,
is where that's what you're hyping.
Right.
We mud.
Right.
You're not mud.
Yeah.
It's like LL said, when I started getting with eating lunch with Burt Reynolds, I couldn't rap about the things I used to rap about.
Come on,
I'm
man.
eating lunch with Burt Reynolds.
Bro,
I'm not on the block anymore.
Bro, you sitting up there interviewing and talking to prominent people.
Come on, man.
Oh, and listen, throughout, hey, bro, I commend you on you and Matt on your podcast.
Yeah.
Right? If y'all don't go watch it, go watch it. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay? And then turn back to us. But the thing is, you're doing a great thing on your platform. You came, y'all started here, and y'all have gradually moved up, right? But for you to sit there and say, compare your podcast to mine, to ours, short-sighted. And I'm going to tell you why it's short-sighted. Because you know we on your ass. You know it, right? Because you can sit here and watch this and see these boys spitting game. They have a value to the industry. Isn't that what matters?
Right.
That's how you got signed. They saw you as a value to the industry, even if me and Chill Will don't think the message you spit all the time is valuable to our culture.
But it could be, I'm going to give you a platform to be destructive in your culture.
Come on, man. Right?
So you got to be careful about being irresponsible. Be responsible and understand what message you are giving.
Hey, character. Right? Character, bro. Like, be an everyday guy everywhere. Right? If you've been through the trenches, you don't need to tell your trenches stories.
Not glorified.
Not glorify your trenches.
Not glorified trench stories.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
It is your story.
Man, we just told y'all we jumped off the porch early.
It is your story, but we're not glorifying that part of the story.
I don't even tell it.
We're glorifying the success.
Come on, man. Look at me now. You can hate me now, but again, appreciate you watching, bro. And Stack 5, we don't even got a problem.
Nah.
Ain't no beef.
Nah.
Ain't no beef.
It's just saying, listen, but since we do have platforms, we gotta be men and we gotta be able to call each other out and say, hey, and listen, you don't have to like it.
You don't have to listen. Listen, like you said,
Period.
bro. Like you said, we small time ballers.
Listen, I ain't listening none of that.
None of that.
He don't have to listen. He don't have to like it.
Nope.
But be responsible.
Right.
Because you are a personality and a mentor for the next generation. Even if you don't see yourself as that, you are that.
Hey, you can Charles Barkley all you want to and say I'm not a role model.
Yeah.
But it's people looking at you.
And it's easy to say that when you're sitting on ESPN making $1 million, Charles Barkley.
Come on.
And I know
well,
he did
it
during
TNT.
TNT.
Still,
But it's amazing to me how these guys have brought themselves up from the mud.
Right.
And now y'all don't want to be like, man, listen, this is where it's at. But y'all ain't got to.
You ain't got to.
Because I will show them. This is where it's at. This is where you want to be. This is where you want to be, people.
We here for y'all, man.
Yeah.
We here for y'all. So, man, we just had to address that. And like I say, man, I ain't, people know me as, for the people that know us, they really, Stack 5, they really thought I was finna chop your head off.
Yeah, we ain't going there.
We ain't going there. Right? We ain't going there because, I talk. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't tripping. Like, I appreciate you mentioning it. I wish you would go share it. Do me a favor, bro. You'll go share it for me. Hey, listen, how about call your rep from Showtime and tell them to send me a DM. We here to sign a deal, man. We ain't trying to be independent forever.
Right.
You feel me? But don't you ever compare yours to mine. Ever. Boy, stop. But chill, man. Let's get up out of here for tonight, man. Like, I think we said enough, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think we said enough. I think we've done enough, man. We've given enough information. Hey, man, just a little something different, man, because, hey, listen, we talk to y'all about our life experiences, right? When we tell y'all about this, that, and the third, or we telling y'all about recruiting, and we telling y'all about this, that, whatever it is, Chill Will just posted the recruiting calendar on his platform the other day. And y'all see it coming across the screen right now. It's all green,
baby.
It's all green right now, man.
All green.
At Chill Will 334, man. He gonna give you that in a minute, but just look on the screen. You can see it. We're giving you that. Right, we're giving you all of those things, man. So make sure you stay tapped in with us. Stay working. We stay working. We're gonna continue to work for y'all, right? Because we understand the information that we're getting. It's gonna help somebody.
Yeah.
If it helps one, they can help two. Two can help four.
We already saw it, bro.
Four can help six.
Yeah.
6 can help 8.
Yeah.
That's our whole vision, man. Yeah. And we're gonna keep doing it no matter what the big wigs say. No matter what y'all say, we're gonna keep rocking out, man. But Chill Will, man, tell these folks. Do you want to give them your social?
I mean,
because I didn't put it on the screen now.
They see it.
But for our listeners, because everybody don't go watch the iBall Radio YouTube page. For our listeners that still stream us, and please still go download us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get a podcast. Make sure you go subscribe on there also. So yeah, you gonna hit them with it.
Yeah, man. You can find me on Threads at Coach B33.
Well, we started off with Threads.
You can find me on X. I hadn't gotten Threads yet. Like you said, I'm probably gonna be million, whoever. Yeah. But you can find me on X at Coach B334. You can find me on Facebook at Brian Williams Sr. You can find me on IG, my business page, little I, BALL Properties, iBall Properties. Listen, that's it's coming. Mm-hmm. You can find me on my business page, Brian Williams _SR, also on IG. Mm-hmm. You can also find me on my hoop informational page, Chill Will 334. Man, y'all already know, man. Across all platforms, man, at iBall Radio. All platforms at iBall Radio. You can also go find me at _Real Talk Tees across all platforms and iBall _TDB. And of course, business page on Instagram at Guard Your Man. Yes, sir. Make sure you stay tapped in. Hey, listen, and y'all see it going across the bottom of the screen, man. Y'all go visit iBallRadio.com. Go buy some gear, man. Go buy some gear. Go read the player spotlights. We killing y'all with the player spotlights. And we appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Chill Will, we did 15,000 last week. Hey, man, that's big time. And listen, when you say go buy your gear, man, Real Talk Tees, man. Don't sleep on Real Talk Tees where you can wear your life's work. Hey, man, it's going across the screen right now, man. Yeah, man. RealTalkTees.BigCartel.com, man. Yeah. Listen, we do bulk orders. Man, we do so much. Yeah, we do bulk. Listen, if you your AAU team, softball team, baseball team, if your school needs shirts made, anybody, if your church needs shirts made, family reunion needs shirts made, apparel made, hit us up, man. RealTalkTees@gmail.com. I always give you the handle so y'all can go hit the DM. That's _RealTalkTees. And y'all see it. RealTalkTees.BigCartel.com. Yes, sir. And we killing y'all, man. We do everything, man. Chill. Well, let's get up out of here. Last name Will, first name Chill. Move with a purpose. Move with a purpose, man. And y'all already know they call me Coach because I teach you how to ball. Until next week, we out. Peace. Peace. You've just experienced the iBall Podcast, the flagship program of iBall Radio and iBallRadio.com.